Hey guys, it is Friday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Free It Friday. And I finally did find some new stuff at Walmart. They had a brand new case of the Hollywood Greenlight cars in, and a new case of the Kings of Crunch, but I don't really buy the Kings of Crunch unless they are chase pieces. But the Hollywood stuff, I only bought half the case. There's 6 pieces in the case, and I got the 6 Mopars, which was a pretty good set. It had 3 Mopars and what was the other ones? There was a checkered cab, which is pretty cool too. And then they had 2 Fords, a Bronco and a passenger van from the movie Airport, which was tempting because that van looked pretty cool in the red and white with the lights, I think, on top of it, and it just looked really good. That casting is a very nice casting. I'm just not a Ford guy or really a van guy, but that one does look really good. If it's there tomorrow when I go back, I may actually get that one for another unboxing, just because it does look pretty cool. But today I got the 3 Mopars, and they're not really the Mopars that I go after. And they were actually Mopars that I probably would not have bought unless I did find them in Walmart or Target on the pegs for like $5 or $6 each. And that's exactly what they are. They're like $5.74 plus tax at Walmart, I think. And I'll show you all 3 quickly, and then we'll unbox them. This is from the show Yellowstone, which I guess has a new season coming up. I've been seeing commercials on television, but I've never watched the show. But anyways, this is their Sheriff's 2013 Ram 1500. It's quad cab, pretty cool. Then there is NCIS Hawaii, another show I've not seen yet. I've seen the original NCIS with Jethro Gibbs. I actually have his unrestored Challenger in my collection. But this is a 2018 Dodge Durango, and I think it's an SRT. I think that's what it says in the grill. But anyways, it's a good looking truck. It's actually a metal flake, like dark gray or graphite. I'm not sure what I would call it, but it looks really nice when it's out of the package. And yes, I've already opened them to kind of save us a little time. And last but not least is this guy here. Is the 1947 Dodge Power Wagon from Pawn Stars on the History Channel. And I have not watched the show for quite a while, so I guess they bought a Power Wagon. And it looks really good. This is one truck that I was debating buying one on eBay because I have the 1950 Power Wagon or 1952 Power Wagon from Hot Wheels, and they look the same as this. I think the body style from like the mid 40s or late 40s. It would be late 40s because of the war, so probably from 47 to like 52 they all look the same in my opinion. But the 52s from Hot Wheels had the swivel frame, so you can twist the bed like almost 360 degrees. So anyway, you probably can. Anyways, this will bring up another video for us in the future, a comparison between the Hot Wheels and the Greenlight one. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with this guy. On the back of the package, it just tells you a little bit about Pawn Stars. Pawn Stars takes you inside the colorful world of the pawn business. On the outskirts of Las Vegas. I was going to say LA, but it's LV, Las Vegas. 3 generations run the family business, and there's clashing and camaraderie every step of the way. So, and there's where to find Greenlight online, all of your licensing stuff. And this would have been a better backdrop if they would have put that on the front, the background of like Vegas at night. It's pretty cool. So anyways, I usually always cut these around the back because sometimes I will keep the packages and hang them on the wall if I run out of shelf space, which I'm running out of shelf space nowadays, if I plan on keeping it. And then sometimes after a while, if I see it's not going to go back in the package, I just throw them away. But when you cut them open like this, it gives you the opportunity to hang them on the wall, and you don't have to do anything to keep the blister from flopping around. That's the problem when you cut them on the front. The blister wants to flop back and forth, and it's hard to hang them on the wall. So anyways, here it is. It's metal on metal, and the base on this thing is fairly well detailed. It doesn't have independent like dry shafts that you can see like underneath the dry shaft. It's like a wedge on the base, and that's the way a lot of manufacturers do their 4x4 stuff. They don't take the time to make independent dry shafts and the differentials, so they look like separate units. The only place that does that, I think, is M2. Greenlight does it somewhat on their lifted square bodies and Ram Chargers, but it's not very nicely done. It's cheaply done, but it's just the way their design team works. But M2's 4x4 chassis is the best 4x4 chassis I've ever seen. Whether it's on the Mopar, the GM, or the Ford, they all look great. But anyways, besides that, the base looks nice. It has more detail than a lot of the other newer castings. The newer castings just look like a flat piece of metal, and it has some like computer etching, like laser etching or something in it to carve out like drive shafts and transmission and stuff. There's no three-dimensional look to it like this. So it's kind of strange. And I'll point it out on the Durango because it's one of them. But what's really cool about this casting is they did put side mirrors on it, and they look fantastic. It truly helps this casting a lot. And the wipers on the windshield hanging down there is really nice too. The wood slats in the bed is also a beautiful touch. And Dodge is on the tailgate, and it's not just a tampo, it's raised letters. You got your detailed tail lights on the back bumper. No opening parts on this one, but it's okay. And front bumper is, I think, plastic, but well detailed. It's got a winch on it. And then the headlights, Dodge emblem there. This is a very nice casting, and the bed and cab are separate pieces. You can see the light of day between them, but there's no swivel at all. But I don't know if that was just in the early 50s or if that was offered in every year of this truck, not sure. But it is a longer wheelbase like the Hot Wheels one, so that'll be cool for the comparison video. I will probably maybe even do that tomorrow, so we can see what they look like side by side. But that truck is going to be a keeper in my collection. I actually like that. I probably will not buy any more unless they're on the pegs at Walmart. Then possibly I will. But yeah, this is one that is kind of like the Hot Wheels one. When they become available, easy to get, I'll buy them. The RLC ones, yes, I will buy them as long as I am an RLC member and I can get them at the retail price that they charge, which sometimes considering is kind of high. Like the Christmas one, they were charged like 25 or 30 bucks, and it was not really worth it. But anyways, it's not a bad looking truck. So moving along, we'll go to the Durango. So since I mentioned the chassis, how it looked and stuff, so NCIS Hawaii, let's see what they say on the back here about this show. The first female special agent in charge of NCIS, Pearl Harbor, Jane Tennant, and has thrived and risen through the ranks by equal parts confidence and strategy in a system that has pushed back on her every step of the way. Together with her unwavering team of specialists, they balance duty to family and country while investigating high-stakes crimes involving an array of military personnel, national security, and the mysteries of the sun-drenched island paradise itself. And once again, we're to find Greenlight online and all your licensing stuff. And it's already open. As I mentioned, I always cut the back like a door so it's easy to open. So this is a really cool truck. These are nice, actually. This is one vehicle by Greenlight that I was debating on like whether or not to collect, because I was collecting like older trucks and the SUVs, the Ram Chargers and Trail Dusters from Greenlight. I figured, why not? Let's do the Durango. But I wasn't collecting much new Mopar stuff, just stuff I found on the pegs at Walmart. So that's what I vowed to do for my collection. Just get them if they're on the pegs. So I found one today on the pegs, and as you can see, that metal flake is really cool in this gray. It looks really good. Another casting that has side mirrors. These are casted in with the metal, not like this guy. They're plastic, so you must be very careful with that truck, is a little bit fragile. But nice detail on the tail light tampos, the Dodge, and then your rear window with the wiper, your third brake light on the rear spoiler, detailed door handles and gas lid, detailed wheels. The lugs are detailed also in silver. Looks really nice. And then the front has acrylic clear headlights, which look nice. I'm going to see if I can get this to focus. And honestly, let's see, get it to refocus. I'm not sure what that says. If it says SRT or what, it's a little blurry, and even the writing is not that clear to me. So anyways, let's zoom back out and then look at the rest of it. So, I'm not sure if it's an SRT or not, but it is a sweet looking vehicle. Nice wheels, nice paint, nice detail. And here's the base, like I was telling you guys. It's not really as appealing as like the older releases where you have more like beefiness to the details. They're more like 3D. This is more like 1D or 2D because some of it is raised a little, but it's still not that great. As you can see, there are no differentials there, and there's really no detail to the bottom of the engine and stuff. But, I mean, it's better than just a flat piece of metal with no detail at all. Another thing with these vehicles, too, that I got, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but they roll fantastic. This thing rolls beautifully. Same thing with the Power Wagon. Nice. Not really any wobbles at all. So Greenlight may be improving a little bit on their quality control. It's been a while since I just randomly bought Greenlight cars like I used to do in the Philippines, because that's all I really could get there. Here it's more M2 than anything else. So anyways, let's move to the Yellowstone Sheriff Quad Cab Ram. So Yellowstone, it says absolutely nothing about, and I was kind of curious and excited to see what the write-up was about on this show, because the previews look pretty good, but I have no idea what it's about. It looks like some kind of like crime drama, something like that. So anyways, it just says Yellowstone 2013 Ram 1500, so no info on the show at all. And once again, we're going to find Greenlight online and all of their licensing stuff, and another door cut in the back of a package. And this is a cool casting. I've had these before, and it's a very nice casting from Greenlight. Another one that has mirrors casted in. They look great. And you have tail light tampos and acrylic headlights, which all look good. Here's the front. You have your ram in the grill, and then your acrylic headlight lenses, your fog lights in the front bumper, and then there used to be, I think, amber for the turn signals, but not this time. You have your Ram 1500 and Hemi badges here on the door and the fender leg. And then your tampos for the County Sheriff of Yellowstone with the green stripes and the Sheriff badge. And then Emergency 911 on the quarter panel. And Deputy on the tailgate, so he's not the official sheriff. And then you have 4x4, and then the vehicle number. And then this is the older releases that had some beefiness to the base. So as you can see, old releases compared to new releases. See how much better they looked and how much more detail there are? It's much nicer. But I know the Durango probably doesn't have as much like stuff under it as like the Ram 1500 four-wheel drive, but it still is going to have somewhat. but a little bit better than what they did. Now, inside the bed looks nice because they did it in a matte black. It looks like a bed liner. It looks really nice. You have your cab lights and your third brake light, and then a clear light bar. Really nice looking truck, chrome Ram rallies on it. Really heavy casting, and once again, it rolls fantastic. These three are winners. Really are. Nice vehicles, nicely done, and they all roll perfect. No factory flaws on anything. They all look fantastic. Hats off to Greenlight. And yeah, as I said, tomorrow I'm going to pull out the Hot Wheels RLC 1952 Dodge Power Wagon, and we'll compare it to the Greenlight Power Wagon and see how they hold up next to each other. So tune back in for that. But that's it for today, guys. For Free It Friday, enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow.